Hey, welcome everyone. Paint with Rick. I thought I'd do a quick video on everything you need if you want to start painting with Rick. Let's start with an easel. There's a picture of it up there, but I got one. This is one of the ones I used to use. I got a big one back here behind that, but you need an easel to lock in your paintings. Uh, you can lock them in, then you can work on them. Okay, then they get nice and tight in there. Something that's pretty tall that can do pretty tall canvases. This is a small one, but this is the type of work I do, landscapes in oil paint. So first thing is first, you need an easel, right? Okay, get one that stands on the floor and comes up pretty high. And then I'm doing oil paint, okay? You need oil paint, because I do landscapes. That's all I'm teaching right now on YouTube is how to do landscapes. So the colors you need will be earth tones like sap green, yellow ochre, brown, blue for the sky. We're always doing clouds, so you always need blue, white for the clouds, and black. Blacks, I use a lot of black for mixing. So that's the next thing you need after you get your oil paint. You need brushes, right? So the brushes, I use these chip brushes. They're really cheap. They're like 50 cents, okay? They're perfect for oil paint. You could get a whole bag of them for real cheap. You get like 20 of them in a bag, all different sizes. And then you need these fan brushes that look like this for making trees. And they're also good for blending and making bushes and stuff like that. So fan brushes, blending brushes. I actually use a Bob Ross #2 brush for blending. It's like the perfect blending brush to blend my clouds in. It's like I use that for blending, okay? And then you need a liner brush. A liner brush is something you use to sign your name at the end of the painting. And it's also good for making twigs in your bushes, to pull up twigs, and it's also good for making birds. I make birds with that. Okay, let's move on. So you need a canvas. Behind here is a canvas. They usually already come primed. I don't ever put anything on my canvas before I start painting. So if you're a Bob Ross painter, you don't need any liquid white or magic white or anything to put on, okay? We just use the canvas that's already primed. It's already primed. It comes primed from the factory. So now here's the reason why you need the linseed oil now, is because we don't prepare our canvas in the back. So you need a linseed oil. Watch some of my videos and you'll see how I mix it on the brush. I just put it in a bowl and dip my brush in there. And then I dip it into the paint on my palette paper. Okay, then you get linseed oil in a bowl. Rags, you need lots of rags, because with this technique, I can use the same brush for the whole painting. The same brush, and I just wipe the brush off with a rag and grab the next color. I can use the same brush. So you need rags, and I get these gloves in a box, disposable vinyl gloves. You get a whole box of them. You get like 100 of them. So I wear them because I don't like to wash my hands all the time. So they're good to use, disposable gloves. Pallet paper, you just get you can get a pad that has 40 sheets of pallet paper. Then you just put your paint on it. And when you're done with that, you just roll it up, throw it away, and start a new piece underneath, okay? Pallet paper, and then turpentine. I try and take care of my good brushes, like the blender brush and these fan brushes. When I'm done painting, I have a little bit of turpentine in this. It's a jar. You can get this at Michael's. It has a screen in there. And when you're done painting, you just take like your fan brush and kind of rub it on the screen in there with a little turpentine in there. And then wipe it off with a rag. And then it's ready for the next time you paint. And then this comes with a cap, so you can cap it off and store it next to your paint. And it's also odorless, so it won't stink up your house. I like to paint outside, but I can't paint outside right now. It's winter time, so I brought everything in my studio room. All right, so once you got all that, you want to take care of just those brushes. I don't take care of these chip brushes because there's so much linseed oil on there. They last for about a week because they stay pretty moist. And if they do get hard, I just throw them away and get a new one because they're only 50 cents a piece, okay? Plus they get worn out. So there's everything you need to get started to paint with me. And if you got any questions, just put it in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you. But keep in mind, this is oil paint. That's why you need all this linseed oil and stuff. I'm not doing acrylic yet. When I do an acrylic landscape, I'll let you know, trust me, that it's acrylic paint. I know a lot of you people like acrylic because it's easy. It's just you wash your brushes in water, but I like oil paint for landscapes. They just come out looking more real, you know. So, all right, guys, check out some of my videos and subscribe. And I got a lot of good stuff coming up this year, so we'll see you. Thanks.